dated a guy who made $500,000, then why aren't you with him? That's a valid
Because there were
question.
things that happened. There were things that happened.
Did someone lace your weed, or did you forget that we're back with another video? And we got a mic today, so it's good. We just upgraded. Anyways, this lady just went viral for asking for men who only make over 500K. Like, we don't make 500K, do not slide her way, you feel me? And honestly, I feel like there's nothing wrong wanting your man to make, or your partner in general, to make a certain amount of income. Some people cool with any income. Some people, it's all about lifestyle at the end of the day. You want an income that's gonna match your lifestyle. Me personally, I would not push, like, I would like my dude to make a certain amount, but I would push that energy for myself. You feel me? Like, why am I pushing for another individual to have all this money? Like, it'd be nice, but like, I'm gonna say I want 500K before I say somebody else. I mean, if you my dogs or whatever, like, I want you winning. I want everybody winning. You feel me? But like, y'all get what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, my man gotta make. I'm gonna be like, well, I can make. I can make it. You know, I can make that 500K, and whatever he make, like, it'll be add on. You know what I mean? Like, it's a different conversation of like if I want my man to make more or less, but I'm gonna push that energy for me. You feel me? So let's see what the mentality here. I'm not gonna sit here and say not everybody deserves a man who makes 500K. It's just look. I feel like all relationships are partnerships. So what I don't like is when people ask for this like an amount like that. Like, you know how much you have to grind, or like, unless you're born into money, but like, you know how much you have to grind to make like 500K annually. You know how much like effort you gotta put into that. So it's just like you asking for somebody who's ambitious, a hard worker, determined, focused, and you're not trying to like contribute anything to the partnership. That's when it's a problem. But let's see. I love.
Miami.
Welcome. I see you're making your rounds on these shows. Show to show, you making your
No,
rounds, Yeti.
yes. But I
I'm
need to ask you a
crying.
question for real.
Hold on 1 second. Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
Yes.
Okay. What brings you here now? You want to go viral on this platform?
No,
Ah.
I just have a question for you because I've been following you a long time. Okay, so if I tell you today that I want a man that makes 500K a year, what thoughts do you have?
I don't have thoughts. That's your life. That's your business. So you want a
That's
500?
that's a fact. I think that's something the public needs to understand. That's somebody's business at the end of the day. Like, I can't control what somebody wants. Like, somebody say I want a man who makes 500K, or like a dude's like I want a girl who makes this amount or got this going for them. That's them. That's their preference. Like, you're not dumb. I can have a different preference. You can have a preference. I'm not the preference police. You feel me? So like, I don't know.
Okay, man, I saw that. You went viral because you went on a show and you said you wanted a man who makes 500K, right?
Yep.
And what happened? What was the backlash that you received?
So the backlash I received from the lady, right? First of all, I feel like her I didn't. And number two, the backlash I got from her was, oh, if you, am I making 500K? And then she went on to ask me, oh, if you want a guy with 500K, what happens to other guys that were that were making 500K? And I was like, I feel like our question was so irrelevant. Like, if I'm telling you,
That's not irrelevant. I think that's a valid question. Like, do you make 500K? Because it's true. Like, because that makes sense. If you make that much, it makes sense why you're demanding or you want your partner to be making the same. But you making 50K? Like I said, that don't mean you can't still bag a guy that has 500K. There's men that are millionaires and like they don't really care what job like a lady has or whatever. But I can understand why somebody asks that. It's just like, well, you not making that much, or you don't even have any desire for yourself to make that. Why are you demanding a man to? But like I said, there's other ways you can work in a partnership. Like, if she gonna cook, clean, take care of him, to emotional needs, that outweighs monetary value because she got good characteristics.
That's what I want. That's what I want.
Okay,
You
but okay. In all fairness, have you dated a guy who made 500K?
Yes.
That's valid.
Yes.
That's a valid question.
Yeah, like,
can't
I
say
don't
that's
know
not
why
valid.
she
It's,
going
yeah,
off
it's
about
not.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, it is valuable. But then it's like, why is she asking me? Oh, so why are you here now?
But But if okay, Yeti, we're gonna be logical and not
That's a valid question too, because if you had a guy that made 500K, what happened? You know what I mean? Like,
emotional. If
Oh,
you
I'm not being
dated,
emotional. I'm
hold
being
on,
logical.
no, you're not. She's not being logical because she just said those questions were irrelevant. Ashley just said they were valid, and then now she's saying, "Oh yeah, it's valid." So it's kind of giving you kind of got like a bit emotional about what was asked, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just like we gotta admit stuff.
you're going off. You're going to 10. If you dated a guy who made $500,000, then why aren't you with him? That's a valid
There were
question.
things that happen. There were things that happen, and I choose to not disclose that. For her to be picking me like, oh, what is it, Joy? Is it? No. Let's focus on the point. If you're a coach, go outside and go and get the man that is making the 500K for me. Go and fetch him. Okay? But you ask.
You see, this is a lady. I feel like she's kind of lacking communication skills a little bit. You know what I mean? Like the way she's like immediately going off of a question. Like I get it. We get emotional, but like that's when you like gotta walk away, take a deep breath or whatever. Like it's a question. It's a question. Like if you think about it like a question, there's no emotions in a mother effing question. It's just a question. You bring the emotions to the question. You get what I'm saying? So like we got. So let's say she dating a dude, the 500K dude, and all he did was ask a question, and she going off like this. So this is what I mean. You don't have. I'm not saying you have to make a certain amount of income to ask for a certain amount of income, because there's other things that are valuable. This is for everybody, man and woman. Like there's other things that are valuable in a relationship. Like, do they believe in God? Can they make you a better person? That's something money can't buy. You feel me? So like, but it's like if you're not even bringing that to the table. Like, money aside, you're not even bringing certain characteristics to the table. Like, what we doing?
Was it this? Was it that? Was it that? Was it that? And then on top of that, I feel like it was kind of shady for her to be like, oh, side eye. You don't know how much I'm making, and I'm not going to disclose it on here. Like, I don't know, but I also know that whatever you want is possible. And to me,
that's
500K, there's a lot of that. Like you said earlier, there's a lot of content creators making well over 500K.
That's true.
Yes, I know the number is minute. However, there is that money is being made.
But Yeti, I want to ask you this: why is it bothering you? Why does it bother you at all? Why do you care?
What do you mean? Why do I care?
Like, why does it upset you? Why do you feel like
I like Ashley, bro. I like Ashley. I like people who get really straight to the point and ask like beneath the surface questions, because she could have just kept on entertaining this erraticness, but like she asking like in-depth deep questions. That's something. Well, I'm gonna say this: if you can't think beyond surface level, I guess you lack the ability to ask questions like this. But I really wish more people would like ask direct, let's get to the root of the problem type questions
about it. Why do you care? If this is what you want, this is your reality, who cares what people think?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Right, and you're right. I actually don't care, but like I'm more so
that's
like, okay, let me get from another.
And one thing about me, y'all should know what don't care looks like. Don't care equals unbothered. You don't show that you're bothered. Like, don't care don't mean like you're good, like it's not a big deal. No, it is a big deal. Like, you are showing an emotion for it. Like, don't care, it's like you don't really feel nothing, no type of way. You don't feel mad, you don't feel sad, you don't feel angry, you don't feel happy. It's just like, okay, like you don't feel nothing. It's just like, okay, like let's keep it pushing. Like, you getting all explosive with it, you care.
From my perspective, because I know I wouldn't say you guys are the same. You guys are completely different. You give women advice, and apart from dating, right?
Right.
Well, I just feel as though I respond back. If I cared, I would be going back and forth with people on Instagram, which I don't care. I just feel as though her response was like more of attacking, and then when she posted the video, right, it was more of shady, like side eye. And then I'm just like, what makes you?
I'm just gonna say, like, I feel like a question might feel like an attack because your answer might expose something about you. I need that thing, that cannon joint. Boom. Boom. Let's say we all just said a boom right now. That's valid. Some questions might feel like an attack to you because your response, like the real answer, is going to expose something about you. That I'm not saying that's the case for everything, because some questions like low-key can violate. Like some questions are like a violation. Like somebody came up to me like, "Why are you so ugly?" That's low-key a violation. Like, why did you feel the need? You know, I can't even control how. You know what I'm saying? Like some questions are a violation, but some like a question like, "Do you make 500K?" How there's no violation in that. That's just a direct question. You know, like a direct, genuine, like there's no attack in the question. Her response was the attack.
Think, what's the point of you asking me what I make in a year?
Well, I don't.
Why is she
I don't
blown
know how
about
other
that?
people's show works, Daddy. I'm not here to gossip about other people's show.
Of course.
I'm not here to do that.
She
I'm
making
just
it
here to
clear.
answer, level up, and advice. That's it. You know. So you would have to ask her out of fairness. But my advice to you is, if this is the life you want to live, these are the guys you want to date. It doesn't matter what other people say.
Facts.
What I say, what she says, what the internet says. It really doesn't matter.
That's a fact.
100%. And I'm going to also add to this. I didn't come on the show to bring up that. I just wanted to ask from your perspective, like, because I know you give people advice.
Absolutely.
Like, I didn't even come up to discuss that. My main goal was to ask you, as a woman that gives advice as well.
Okay, she's showing points. She can get back to the main focus point.
To young women. If I come to you, hey, Ashley, I want a guy that makes 500K a year or Miami.
Okay. Well, are you putting yourself in those environments? Have you dated those guys, right?
100%.
Do those guys want you?
100%. But things happen. You have to move yourself out of that situation. I'm not gonna waste my youth just because, you know. So I move on. I'm not. I don't know if you remember. I was also on this. I was also on yet. I need to book a 101, but we're not gonna keep this too long.
Alrighty.
But long story short, and I was on. I don't know if you remember our conversation from last time, but
yes, I remember.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to leave that to the side. I had to move myself from that situation. But long story short, Sha.
And you know what? I will say this. I know the feeling of going viral about anything, right? I know it can be a lot to go viral. There's good, there's bad. You
get a mix of both, love and the hate.
There's 100 people commenting about you and who you are, what they think you are. So I get how it can bother you for some time, you know, but try not to read the comments. Try not, just take a break if you need to from social media.
But you know what, Ash? That's not my first time going viral. That's why I'm not. I didn't go.
Okay.
Yo, she's on a run.
Somewhat of a platform. That's not the only video. I had a video that went viral with my dad. Crying to my dad, I don't want kids. Crying to my dad that like marriage is not my end goal. You know. So that video is actually nothing. My whole point of that video is like some people's mentality is just very limited. If you limit yourself,
she wants 500K. No kids, no marriage. We see, and I just learned this word the last, one of the last videos, like hyperpogamous or something. It's hyper something. It's one of those relationships where it's very transactional, like, just give me the bread and, like, I do what you want type thing. I don't know why people are, like, going so hard for that. Like, I feel like that goes against what we're designed. Like, all humans are capable of love. For you to so blatantly be like, I don't want to pursue love when it comes to relationships. I want to pursue the money. Like I said, you know me, there's nothing wrong with getting your money, but get your money like within your career, within your grind, within you want to do. Why? Like, you need to date somebody for you to get the bag. No, that's you setting yourself up, because what signal are you giving yourself? Oh, I can't get this bag on my own, so I gotta date somebody for it. What are you? That's a message to yourself, and that might not be conscious. That is like a subconscious message to yourself. Like I can't run this up on my own, or I don't want to. Some people are like that too. I don't want to run it up on my own, so I need to date somebody for it.
At a certain mentality. You're never going to level up to whatever you want to attain, right? or you're never going to level up to whatever you can attain yourself. If you put yourself in a certain bracket, like for example, if I say yes, I want a guy that has 500K, I can get the guy that has 500K. I just came on a show, just I was supposed to come on that show. I've had a guy that.
Okay, I gotta be the problem because when it comes to dudes, like I said, money is important. Like I can't be with a guy who does not care about making money. 'Cause at the end of the day, that's how we survive in this world. I don't care that that's not superficial at all. Like money is how we survive. That's how we buy a house. That's how we buy food. That's how we buy water. Okay, we're not trying to be in the shelter for the rest of our lives. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with that. But like I don't know. Like when I want to do this, like does he believe in God? Is he family oriented? Is he a loving person? Like does he genuinely like me? Not so much like he needs to make this much. Like I said, it's important, but it's not like super duper prioritized for me. So maybe I'm the problem. Yeah, nah. Like I said, I'm not trying to be a preference police. Everybody got their own thing.
500K, and me being Nigerian, I hate to say this, but 500K, okay, what is like to me? That's just to me, Sha. That's just to me.
Okay. So you're saying that's chump change.
It's chump change. And then what is actually bothering?
You see, now the question is even more valid. Okay, you saying this, but like for real, how much you make? Because if you're not even making 500K and you think that's chump change, what the hell is you making?
I mean, was the reaction, the mindset of the person, and the reaction of that I got back from the feedback and the mindset that I received back. It was kind of low-key shocking. That's why I was like, okay, like if you think 500 is so much, it just made me think like, well, what have you dated? It also made me like, I didn't have a chance to ask her that question, but
yeah, but we can, out of fairness, you would have to go back to her platform and talk about that. You would have to discuss that with her. I don't know. I don't know. Again, we're here to level up. We're here to just talk about leveling up. Yeah.
Back to the main point.
Okay. Alrighty, darling. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye, honey.
She didn't even get her question answered. She just can't. Like I feel like this whole time she was just ranting about the other platform.
Yeah, I don't gossip. I don't need to gossip. No, no. I don't want mess. I want everyone to win. Everyone does things on their own terms. Everyone runs their show on their own terms.
Right.
Point blank in the period. That's it. Like no drop, please. No, I don't know. Yeah. If you have an issue with someone, go address them. Simple as that.
Not for real.
If something isn't true for you, it shouldn't bother you. That's it. I want to say that. Don't take that personal, Yeti. If that's your reality, if that's what you're dealing with, don't let it bother you. It should not bother you. Nothing anyone says about you, about your life, shouldn't bother you. It should not.
She has a valid point. It's just like, look, if you're confident about that and you're okay with that, you're secure in that in what you want, what other people gotta say shouldn't blow you that much. But at the same time, no, cause I'm thinking like, what if you believe in something and it's like wrong, like it's genuinely wrong, and other people are telling you it's wrong. In your mind, you're so confident that it's right, but the whole time it's wrong. So I don't know. It's very interesting. No, it's true. Cause like I said, you see, my coat is blue. When we were growing up, somebody told me this color is pink, and I'm like, it's pink. Yeah, this is pink. This is pink. Like everybody telling me it's blue. I know this is pink. The whole time I'm wrong, but I'm not confident in it. So I guess you can confidently be wrong about something. And I understand why it feels like an attack, because what you believe in is getting challenged. Especially something that you believe in for a minute. Like I don't know how long she believed in finding a man who makes 500K, but it's like you can believe in something and be completely wrong. And when somebody's telling you it's wrong, you feel like you're getting attacked. It's just like, what are you talking about? So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's true. Even if you're confident in something, you could be completely wrong. I mean, crazy. Anyway, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Catch y'all next time.